Douglas County, this is Commissioner Kelly Robinson of the 2nd District. I welcome you to the District Dialogue. By the time you see this, we'll be into a new year, 2018, but this is the closeout for 2017, where we've got a very interesting topic today. In the background behind me is our new shuttle system, and we're going to come take a ride with us, and as we join this experience in Douglas County, what it means to move forward. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome back, Douglas County. Commissioner Kelly Robinson here with his District Dialogue. I have State Representative Kimberly Alexander with me, and thank you, Representative.
I'm excited to be here.
We appreciate you. And again, we're doing something a little bit different, as we always try to do. We try to connect with the citizens. We try to talk to them. Today's topic is about transportation in general.
Yes.
Any general topics, thoughts about transportation for us?
I'm excited of the potential of transportation here increasing. So we're standing behind the bus. And I know that transportation is a big issue here. It's always been a big issue. Ever since I've been running, and I've been elected now for this is my 5th year, transportation has been the key issue of any economic drive. So I am very excited about the progress that we're making here in Douglas County as it relates to transportation.
Well, I
very
appreciate
excited.
that. Thank you. Well, one of the things, if you think about the current proposed routes, they currently cover a lot of your area.
Yes.
For the most part, at least on the northern side, and we're still working through that whole process. But nonetheless, I mean, it's a need that needs to be served.
Oh, yes.
Do you agree with that?
I do. Now, if the citizens have a need for it, then as elected officials, we should be providing that.
Okay.
So if it's based on needs, and that is what the citizens want, then I'm here to support it.
Okay, so needs-based solution.
Correct.
Okay, all right, very
Yes. I'm very excited.
Very good. Anything else you want to share with us before you
I'm
depart?
excited about Douglas County and all the great things that we're doing here in the county as it relates to transportation, economic development, everything. I'm excited.
Madam State Rep, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome back, Douglas County. Commissioner Kelly Robbins here of the 2nd District. I have State Representative Roger Bruce here. Thank you for being here, sir.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. Transportation and economic development, what are your thoughts here? Douglas County is moving in a different direction now.
And I think it's high time that we do that. There are a lot of opportunities to bring new businesses into the area, to increase the opportunities for people to own their own businesses. And we have to do things differently than we've done them in the past. So I'm looking forward to the new opportunities and the new creative ideas that you've come up with and others are bringing forward as well.
Your thoughts, and again, I'm sensitive to time, about connectivity to the broader region.
Right.
In other words, we have a role to play to how to connect.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, as you know, I've been involved in creating the new city of South Fulton. And, you know, the boundary lines, in my opinion, are artificial.
Okay.
You know, they're just boundaries because we have to have some governmental separation. But the reality is that the people we serve, both in that city and here in Douglas County, it's the same folks. And, you know, the more connectivity that we could have where people can get from one place to the other to take care of, to take advantage of the goods and services being offered by either area is important. Access to jobs, access to you know, resources, all of those things should not be, you know, constrained by artificial boundary lines. And so from a regional standpoint, I think we have to start thinking region and not just small myopic areas.
And so my closing statement for you, Mr. State Rep, if you think about it, I've heard you guys quote in times past that we've got over 70-something odd bus systems in the state of Georgia.
Correct.
I just know that our next door neighbor, Carroll County, is down the path of actually considering one of themselves. And so we've got a lot of these disparate systems. And as we think about connecting them, I mean, one of our key routes is our transportation hub here, and it connects with HE Homes. I mean, what are your thoughts about, some believe that we should just circulate in our own world, but what about connecting to the broader system and the continuity of service, not just connectivity, but continuity?
Well, as I said a moment ago, there are going to be goods and services available in all of these areas.
Yes.
And if we have bus systems that don't take you to where those things are, it's kind of a moot point.
Yes.
Of having buses that just go around in a circle and not give you access to the things that you need.
Yes.
I can't imagine why, well, I can't imagine, but I don't agree with some of the reasons that people have come up with as to why we should continue to isolate ourselves from each other. We can't keep doing that. There's too much opportunity for us as a region to just isolate ourselves to all these different segments. The bus lines, they have to connect. You can't, get on a bus and go around in a circle. They have to connect with each other to get you from one point to another.
I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't say it any other way. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Mr.
you.
State Rep, thank you for coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, sir.
And keep up the good work.
Thank you,
okay?
sir. I've got a special guest here, my state rep, Representative William Bodie. Jr., thank you for being here.
Thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're here talking about transportation. Douglas County is moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Last year, there was a change in leadership here.
Yes.
It's one of those where the people are looking for us to lead forward. One of the challenges that we have here is making sure that we balance both worlds.
Yes.
Douglas County wants to maintain its bedroom community, but at the same point, it wants to have sidewalks. It wants to have street lights. They want some progress. One of the things that we're working on is making sure that people can we do a good job of moving commerce around and trucks around and truck depots, but we need to do a better job of moving our people around. And one of the things is getting them to work, getting them to goods and services. What are your thoughts on transportation in general, sir?
I just believe transportation is going to be the driving motor for the metro area and for the state of Georgia going forward. I know transportation is going to be a big issue for us coming up at the General Assembly in 2018. It's one of those initiatives that we're going to face head on, and I'm looking forward to the challenges because right now, state of Georgia, we number 4 state to do business, and to continue to do that, we need transportation, and we have to move people around. We have to move commerce around. So I really appreciate you spearheading this effort on behalf of the Douglas County Board of Commissioners, and just coming up with the ideas, and not only the ideas, but building that fuel to push this movement forward.
Correct. I mean, one of the things, because this is my state representative, and so we represent the same constituents. Yes. But in your area that covers both Douglas and sort of the South Fulton area, one of our proposed routes connects our transportation center over to H.E. Homes.
Yes.
And again, the need to sort of connect across. And we had state representative just weighing in on that. But what are your thoughts about connecting hubs? In other words, you fly into another city, you want to connect hubs, and you want to connect train routes. And so what are your thoughts?
I think it's an idea that's been utilized and has been successful in other cities. And I feel like your ideal is already happening in the state of Georgia and in the metro area. You have Gwinnett County with their connectivity buses. You have Cobb County with Cobb Link. That's already happening. So Douglas County being involved and moving forward in the same type of connectivity routes or that same type of formula, I think it's going to be a great idea. I think the time is now, and I appreciate you moving this forward because what we have over in Riverside, we need to make sure with the new data center that we can move people out there and move them back.
Right.
Same with Google, the same with the American Red Cross. It's very important. And I understand that the city has and the county have come into a type of partnership to put the lights out there, the street lights. That's very important.
Yes.
But it's very important to make sure we can move our people in safely as well and out safely to other parts of Douglas County that don't have opportunity to actually drive to Riverside to get to those areas. Because employment, that's going to be important. Putting people in positions to be able to work at the data center that's coming is going to be very important.
I'll close this out. You bring up a good point, which is we do a good job of moving people out. Now, we do have Greta here.
Yes.
And it takes you to strategic work locations in the metro Atlanta.
Yes.
Check. We do a good job of using van pools.
Yes.
We don't do a good job of moving our people around to jobs that are currently here.
No.
So think about this. So those jobs on Riverside, those jobs on Thornton Road, those key wonderful paying jobs, how do I get there?
It's
Right. How do I get there consistently? I miss 2 days, I'm fired. right? So one of the things that we think that we should also invest in is our own citizens, making sure that because those people, when our people can't get to those jobs, somebody across the river can come and get those jobs because they have a consistent form of transportation. So we're also not only about the county being competitive is that our people are competitive and they can go secure those higher paying jobs. I mean, would you agree?
I completely agree, and I think on the jobs aspect, you're completely right. But when I was actually running for 62, House 62, I had a conversation with some seniors, and the seniors said the same thing. They don't have a way to get around Douglas County. So not only will this route, this connectivity, bus routes that you're going to have in Douglas County for your working class citizen and your professional citizens, but it's for our seniors.
Right.
Our seniors will be able to get to places that they probably could not get to before with this system.
You got now close with this. When you think about seniors, we think about those who have handicaps, disabled. You think about the youth, millennials who have not quite ready to have consistent transportation. Those are segment of population that needs to be done. Now there are programs out there you can take advantage of, vouchers to get around for the seniors, but we're talking about a fixed route. That's consistently moving versus that once I run into my vouchers, my quality of life has now been it's capped. It's fixed.
Exactly.
And we're thinking that there needs to be a consistent way to improve people's quality of life. So,
Completely.
Mr. State Rep, I want to thank you so much, sir, for coming out today.
Commissioner, we appreciate all that you do for the citizens of Douglas County and the citizens of District 2.
You got it.
Thank you so much, Commissioner.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back to District Dialogue. This is Commissioner Kelly Robinson of the 2nd District. Here I have Marilyn of New Horizon, or the New North Side, here with me, and we're about to take a ride, an experience through Douglas County here. And any comments before we get started?
No comments, just looking forward to see the new bus route.
See new bus routes. Well, very good. Well, again, we've got other constituents here, other people within the community that are riding with us, and we thought this was appropriate to have a conversation on the bus that talks about where Douglas County is going, what the expectations are of the community. And part of that experience is to talk about mobility, having alternative modes of transportation, being able to get where I need to go, not only just for quality of life, but to get to work, to get to services that I need. And we believe that we're on to something here. This is truly a needs-based solution. We were just talking to State Representative Kimberly Alexander, and she emphasized that, wherever there's a need, if you put a solution to it, that is appropriate use of taxation. So again, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned with me. We'll be right back with more comments from our citizens on this ride. Welcome back, Douglas County. This is Commissioner Kelly Robinson of the 2nd District. And here we are at the very beginning of one of our routes, which is Jesse Davis Park, and we're right in front of the Alice Hawthorne Center. And with me right now is some of the citizens from Douglas County from New Horizon. And behind me is Gary Watson, our Director of Multimodal Transportation. Gary, can you tell the citizens a little bit about what our this current bus that we're in and some of the features, please?
Sure. Welcome, everyone. This bus has several really unique features, one being a stop cord. If you want to get off the bus, you pull it. It tells the driver to stop the bus at a safe location to where you can get off. We have an inside and outside public address system.
Or any comments the driver may need to make to the passengers.
Very good.
And that's inside and outside. We also, on the outside of the bus, we have digital destination signs that tell where the bus is going. We have bike rack. Hopefully we'll have some individuals who can get to a bus pickup location on their bicycles, load their bicycle on, and then go to work or another appointment somewhere that way. We have a fare box.
So you got a fare box.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so to that point, so on the inside, what about security? Do we have cameras? Will that be a feature in the future? How will we handle security?
No, the bus is equipped with cameras. Thank you for pointing that out. So that's an important security feature that we absolutely wanted on the bus. And also, all of our buses are ADA compliant. We have room for 2 wheelchair patrons on this bus and all of our others. And we certainly want to serve our disabled community.
Very good. And so, how many passengers can this particular vehicle hold?
This particular bus, it has 1 driver, 12 ambulatory passengers, and 2 wheelchair passengers. That's its capacity.
Very good. I mean, we're here in almost the week of Christmas here, 2017. It's a little nippy outside. I'm sitting in here in this warm bus. The heat is flowing quite well and comfortable. I've got my obviously my seatbelt in my hand here, but nevertheless, it's something that we want to bring to the attention of our citizens that this is a quality bus. I mean, is this the standard? Is this like the latest, or is this sort of like a rehab of older models, Gary?
No, this is standard, new, state-of-the-art bus. It's got the bells and whistles that we wanted on it to make things as comfortable for our passengers as we possibly could.
Thank you so much for that. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're going to highlight some other features on this first route. Right now we're going to get back on 92 going across the railroad tracks. Heading into the city of Douglasville, our next stop will be the library and public health on Selman Drive. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Douglas County. This is Commissioner Kelly Robinson of the 2nd District. We just took a scenic tour with our citizens. We came along one of our routes down, what do you want to call it?
That's the downtown route.
Downtown route, highway. We came across, 92, came across William Street. We went to the public health building as well as our library. We were met by one of our channel TV stations, Channel 2, and we gave some input on that. And we appreciate them following us and getting involved in learning more about what we're doing. We're at the transportation services, so tell me about what's here. This is where we store our buses or what, Gary?
Yes, sir. This is the main hub for all our multimodal transportation services. This is the headquarters for our van pool program that takes individuals to work throughout the metro Atlanta area.
Yes.
This is where the express bus service that goes into downtown and midtown Atlanta picks up riders. This is also the location for our voucher program that serves senior adults and disabled individuals. And of course it will be the headquarters, the starting point for the bus service, the fixed route bus service also once we start this. So this is kind of our nerve center.
I got you. So I mean, you talked about our hub. Is this the part of the route that will connect to HE homes that's being proposed currently by the administration?
Yes, sir. We'll actually have 2 pickups for that route. One is over on the Douglas Boulevard Park and Ride lot.
Yes.
And then another pickup here. And then it will get on I-20,
yes.
Make a stop on Thornton Road,
yes.
pick up there,
yes.
Another stop on Six Flags Drive, and then head straight into HE Homes.
Okay. Well, one of my suggested changes already is based on input is to make sure that we cover Lee Road some kind of way. There used to be a park and ride right there. Obviously, we built a new bridge. We're expanding that whole road. There's a lot of traffic that comes along there, but that's something to make sure we put on the list.
Great idea.
We really appreciate it. Again, we're going to close this out. We want to thank all of you for being here with me, As I close out my district dialogue, I'm Commissioner Kelly Robinson. This is Director of Transportation, Gary Watson. Thank you all and have a good evening.